Mark Rogers TV setting you up for week 8 of college football with a number of key games, of course, during conference play. But we're going to step out of conference as we set you up for this Saturday with Josh Parcell from College Football Country. Josh, how you doing?
I'm good, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. So I'm locked in on Notre Dame and USC first and foremost above anything else right now. Let's see if the Irish are for real. They gave us a snapshot against Georgia at home, performed rather well, especially on defense. They've played extremely well since then. Michigan State has turned out to be a decent team, and they dominated that game for the most part, winning by 3 touchdowns. But they get a USC team that seems to be high on talent, but also high on injuries and missed expectations throughout the first portion of the season. But still, with one loss, the Pac-12's best hope to get to the college football playoff. So your thoughts about these two traditional powers and what I consider to be the best cross-sectional rivalry in college football getting underway Saturday night at South Bend?
Well, I'm glad that you pointed out the Notre Dame games against Georgia and Michigan State, because it's funny how the polls haven't really gone back and given the Irish more credit for hanging with maybe the number 2 team in the country and then also blowing out a team in Michigan State that's actually pretty good. We didn't think it at the time, but it looks like the Spartans are a pretty good team, and Notre Dame absolutely blew them away in East Lansing. So Notre Dame is very good. I've been beating the drum for the Irish all season long. And just because they went 4-8 a year ago and Brian Kelly has had some missteps in the media, I think people have kind of turned their backs on Notre Dame. This is a really good team. USC is beaten and bruised. No bye weeks. We've talked about it all season long. I think that catches up to them this week. Notre Dame coming off of a bye. Sounds like Brandon Wimbush is going to be healthy at quarterback. If he is healthy, I think that's the secret, or really the key to Notre Dame's success in this game is his health and their ability to run the football. Also, USC, 122nd in the country in giveaways. They turn the ball over like nobody's business. Last week against Utah was the first time all season they didn't throw an interception. I think Notre Dame is top 10. They're 9th in the country in turnover margin. That's the difference in this game. Also being in South Bend, I got to go with the Irish. I think it's a 31-24 type game. They covered the 3.5-point spread. It wouldn't surprise me if they won by more than a touchdown, but USC has talent, so it's hard for me to think that they're going to get just absolutely destroyed. So I think they hang in this game, but Notre Dame wears them down through 4 quarters.
Yeah, USC just giving up the ball on offense. As you mentioned, there has not been a game this season through 7 games for USC that they've not had at least 2 turnovers. So even not throwing the interception, they gave it away 3 times on the ground. Josh Fatu, one of the best nose tackles in the Pac-12, missing this game for USC because of an automobile accident this week as well. Notre Dame has been devastating on the ground outside of that effort against Georgia, and it'll be interesting to see the matchup of a lot of NFL players on both sides of the ball in the trenches matching up for these two teams. Brandon Wimbush probably going to need to air it out just a little bit to balance out that pretty prolific Notre Dame rushing attack.